Bad weather is slowing down the investigation in a remote area of northern Ontario where an air ambulance went down. Yesterday's crash killed 4 people, and today investigators gathered evidence from the scene, hoping it will determine what went wrong. Jennifer Tryon reports from Moosonee.
Back and forth through the rain and haze, the OPP helicopter would go, each time delivering more somber cargo, one body after the next. The crash scene just 2 kilometers from the town of Moosonee, Ontario, but beyond the town's limit is nearly inaccessible.
But getting the bodies out has been extremely difficult, not just because of the weather, but because the brush is so thick. They've had to come in and build a makeshift landing pad for their helicopter.
Logs pushed together made for the only safe place to land and get the 4 bodies out and delivered back to the Ontario coroner. The Transport Safety Board of Canada is now beginning to piece together what the crash was like.
What we know is that it had a fairly high rate of speed when it did begin impacting the trees, and that's why we ended up with such a long wreckage path.
The helicopter was a Sikorsky S-76. It's from an older fleet manufactured in 1980. Orange has grounded the rest of the fleet until they're sure it's not a safety issue. This will help them make that determination. It's the cockpit voice recorder recovered this morning. It's now being packed up and sent to Ottawa for analysis in hopes of giving families and friends some answers over what went wrong. Daniel Tourville was a friend of paramedic Dustin Desjardins.
He's going to work, and we were taking our dog for a walk, and he's still smiling. And then last thing I said to him was, have a good shift, and I figured we'd, see each other again, and now this.
A collective loss. Dustin Desjardins, Chris Snowball from Burlington, Ontario, and Orange pilots Don Philiter and Jacques Dupuis. They all will be remembered tonight at a candlelight vigil, a small way this small community can start to come together and heal. Jennifer Tryon, Global News, Moosonee, Ontario.